Bonjour! Welcome to lesson 16 of Unit 4. It's our last lesson in Unit 4, and I'm going to go ahead and be up front. There's kind of a lot packed into this lesson. Several different things. We got a little vocab, we got a little grammar, we got a little more vocab, plus some grammar. So in this video, we're going to be looking at 3 new verbs. You have seen them before, but we haven't really explicitly talked about them. You've seen specifically the vous form in some directions. So we're going to be looking at those verbs. They are all irregular. They kind of follow a similar pattern. And some words that go with them, some extra vocab that is related. So first up, we've got lire. Lire. Lire means to read. To read. And it is conjugated as such. Je lis, tu lis, il elle lit, nous lisons, vous lisez, il elle lise. This is how you've seen it in some directions when it says lisez, something or other, read, such and such. That's where you've seen it. And then the past participle is lu. J'ai lu, I read. Avoir is the helping verb, because it's not a Vandertramp, so it has to be avoir. Okay, and then here's just some vocab that goes with the word to read, with the verb to read. Some things you might read. So on lit, one reads. Un journal. Un journal. This means a newspaper. A newspaper. Then un magazine. Un magazine, which is a magazine. Un roman. Un roman is a novel. Une bande dessinée. Une bande dessinée is a comic strip. Une histoire. Une histoire is a story. Not a history, a story. And une revue. Une revue is also a magazine. Un magazine and une revue are synonyms. And then let's look back at un journal for a second. There's a word in it that you are familiar with. The word jour. Jour. Right? So it means newspaper. It has the word jour in it. If you send me an email telling me why the word jour, whatever it may mean, is in the word for newspaper in French, then I will give you 3 extra credit points. 3 extra credit points if you can tell me why jour, whatever it means, tell me what it means, is in the word for newspaper. Okay. Moving on, next verb. Dire. Dire. Dire means to say or to tell. And it is conjugated like this. Je dis, tu dis, il elle dit, nous disons, vous dites, ils elles disent. Okay, so kind of a similar pattern to lire, right? Li, li, di, lisons, disons. It's different for vous, right? So lisez versus dites. And then lise and dites. Similar pattern with the exception of dites. Alright, past participle is dit. J'ai dit. I said or I told. J'ai dit. Okay, and there are only 2 words that we're going to learn that go with dire, although you can tell or say any number of things. On dit, one tells. Un mensonge. Un mensonge, which means a lie. One tells a lie. Or, on dit la vérité. On dit la vérité. La vérité means the truth. There are a few different words in English that have the same root, right? So verify, to like check for the truth, or we use the word verity in English. It also means truth. What else? There are more. There are more of them. They're just not coming to me at the moment. Okay. Final verb for today. Écrire. Écrire. This means to write. This one you've seen the most in the foo form, because it's in the directions for most of your practice. It is conjugated like this. J'écris. Tu écris. Elle écrit. Nous écrivons. Vous écrivez. Elles écrivent. This is the one you've seen the most in your directions. Écrivez, whatever, write, whatever. Écrire, to write. Past participle is écrit. J'ai écrit. J'ai écrit. So similar pattern to the past participle for dire, right? Which is dit. And same as the others, it has a pattern it follows, right? So ISISIT, écrit, écrit, écrit. Then écrivant, écrivez, écrive. Instead of an S, it's just a V in the middle of all of these, right? Other than that, it's pretty similar. Alright, and some things you can write. On écrit. These are also things you could read, right? It's not exclusively things you can write. We can mix up those two. But one writes, un mail, two different spellings, un mail. This is the spelling I see more often. But it means an email. An email. Then, un journal. Un journal. Okay, so not only does journal mean newspaper, it also means journal or diary. Journal or diary. And we use the word journal in English for the same reason it means newspaper. The word jour is in there for the same reason it's in the word when it means newspaper. Un poème. Un poème. It's a poem. Une carte. Une carte is a card. A card. Une carte postale. Une carte postale is a postcard. And une lettre. Une lettre is a letter. Okay. That's it. That's all of the notes. Let's take a look at your practice for this. It's just practicing conjugating écrire, lire, and dire. Complétez les phrases suivantes avec les verbes suggérés. Note que la dernière phrase de chaque groupe est au passé composé. Complete the following sentences with the suggested verbs. Note that the last sentence in each group is in the passé composé, in the past tense. So you'll have to make sure that you use the verb in the past tense. That's why I gave you the past participles. So that's it. You're just looking at the subject and conjugating the verbs for that subject. There will be a key on here. It's not there yet, but there will be, so you can check your answers. If you have any questions about this, let me know. I don't think you will about this. And I will see you in our next lesson where we get into some more grammar. Au revoir.